Welcome everybody to Games Cast by PanderNyrl. If you wish to see more commented games, please follow my YouTube and Twitch pages below. Blue team, we do see Katarina in the mid, a Cho'Gath up top, Jax in the jungle with a Sivir Taric bottom lane. On the red team we see Maokai in the jungle, Twitch, and looks like a Twitch Lee Sin down bottom, Irelia up top, and a Diana in the middle. Blue team has completely started this game off on a good fit, picking up 4 kills in that initial level 1 fight. The Twitch just could not escape that last fight, and this is starting off to be a fairly big snowball. It seems as though the blue team just warded up the blue buff and went in there at the right time. Their level 1 is significantly stronger, with Sivir, Taric, and Jax being absolutely insane at level 1. Up top, Cho'Gath and Irelia are duking it out. Cho'Gath will eventually kind of win the middle game, as he does get a lot of health back from his passive. Irelia will eventually carry late game. Looks like Lee Sin's trying to get in there, but the missed boomerang blade means he has to run away. Cho'Gath is forced out for a bit by this Irelia, and it looks like Maokai is going to be jumped on here by Katarina at an easy kill, as Maokai just did not have the health to be doing that buff without any kind of coverage. Katarina is coming up top, and Cho'Gath does a nice job of getting Irelia to fall for the bait, and it looks like here comes Jax, and Irelia jumps away at the last second, saving herself. Twitch will get jumped on here bottom. There is a pink ward placed, and it forces the flash away from Sivir. Sivir does come back in this fight, and Twitch does get a shutdown on that Sivir. Looks like Taric will not go down here, as they are too close to the tower and they cannot dive at this early game. Good job by Lee Sin just staying in the fight. Looks like Maokai is going to be jumped on here by Katarina and Jax, and he will go down again, making it his second death of the game. No, it looks like Diana, nice job of pulling people back and stealing that kill on Jax. Irelia is coming in here, and this will be a dead Katarina unless she gets a really... Oh, she's forced to flash over that wall. I wasn't sure if she had a ward to Shumpo over, but she Shumpo to the race, jumped over the wall, and it was nicely played. The red team is making a comeback, even though they are still down 1,500 gold. Their mid-game presence is going to be absolutely ridiculous with Diana, Maokai, and Twitch. And if they can keep enough space out for Irelia to farm, Irelia will be able to carry this game, as she has the second highest CS only to Cho'Gath. It looks like in the middle lane, Diana will be traded out for Katarina. A decent trade, especially considering Katarina was on a killing spree. Looks like Lee Sin is coming to farm mid instead of supporting the Twitch down bottom. Twitch should be okay versus Sivir Taric as long as he does not get stunned. And I think he should be fine considering how far the lane's pushing down bottom. It will be at his tower, so Lee Sin should be able to push out that wave and be back just in time. Twitch is down pretty significantly on Sivir, just because Sivir picked up 3 kills in that early team fight. Let's see, what kind of skills is Lee Sin going? He is going safe, maxing Safeguard first. Looks like Cho'Gath is getting beaten on pretty hard up top. There is a fight breaking out down bottom. Lee Sin waiting just long enough to get that cripple combo off. And it looks like Twitch will go down here to the Ignite, but in exchange for the Sivir, making that a 1-for-1 fight. Jax will try to come in here, but Lee Sin should be able to safeguard away nice and easy. Looks like Maokai's tried to gank on the middle lane and forced Katarina just to walk away, and done a little damage to her. Maokai might try to come back out in a minute. Up top, Cho'Gath is fighting Irelia, and Irelia is getting the better hand of this, despite being down a level. Looks like Katarina is going to try something, but miss on the pull-in by Diana. Here comes Maokai. Will Maokai... Yes, Maokai will land a twisted advance and the nice stun. And that is a dead Katarina. Right now, Maokai will... No, he's just going to go back. I thought he would try and counter jungle a bit, knowing that Jax is mid lane. Lee Sin is getting some decent farm down bottom, almost up to as much as Twitch. And that's pretty scary if Lee Sin's getting as much farm as the AD carry, as that means this bottom lane is working out pretty well. Looks like Lee Sin's going to be pounced on and get taken fairly low, but he will safeguard safety, preventing a bit of extra damage. Twitch does pop his expunge there and really harasses them down. It was a good job of Twitch to just keep fighting and not back away. He just threw a bunch of shots out, applied his poison, then expunged instead of kind of playing it safe. Looks like Taric is going to try and go on to Lee Sin there, but no, Lee Sin wisely is paying attention, backs up. Diana is crushing this Katarina mid. And Katarina will go down. This Katarina is not having a good time. Cho'Gath does come up there and kill Irelia, using his Feral Scream to get that last hit off. As I said earlier, Cho'Gath should be able to beat Irelia early game. Irelia will eventually scale better, but it's not about scaling better at this point. It's about who has a stronger mid-game advantage, as neither one of them are farming particularly well, despite being the best farmers in the game. Down bottom, Maokai jumps on this Sivir, and Sivir will be going down here. Will she get a counter kill on Twitch? No, she does not get the counter kill on Twitch. He has about 10% life left. Taric will go down as well. Maokai missing the Twisted Advance, forcing Lee Sin to flash. But here comes Jax, and Jax will get the nice stun onto Lee Sin, but Lee Sin safeguards away at the last second. Almost getting a kill on Twitch. Twitch will be able to go invisible. Jax is forced to flash away, but that is such a good job by Maokai, just continuing to stay in this fight. Will he be able to get Twisted Advance off? No, he does not have the mana to dive Jax. And overall, that was a 2-for-none exchange, with both Twitch and Lee Sin going down very fast, or very low, but not dying. Jax is still down here. And it looks like Lee Sin will land the Q. It will cost, no, it will not cost Maokai his life, as he had just enough range to get out of there. The red team is really making a comeback, down 200 gold at this point, and snowballing hard after that initial terrible fight at level 1. I'm not sure what this Katarina can do. She's just getting absolutely bullied in this lane. Katarina will trade her life for Diana, but Diana does get away, Katarina does get away. Minions pick off Irelia up top, and this Cho'Gath is doing pretty well, keeping Irelia down, though not very far down, considering how much her CS is. It is the second highest in the game, but Cho'Gath's interestingly going for a double GP10 build. It looks like Jax is going to come up here and push the lane out a bit. Sivir down bottom. Not doing a very good job of CSing, only at 46 at this point, though it is slightly ahead of Twitch. Neither one of these teams are farming particularly well. Lee Sin looks like he's going to go for a Brutalizer this game. I'm not sure that's the best idea with a Taric. I would have liked to see something a little more damaging, as the Taric's armor passive will basically counteract the Brutalizer. Cho'Gath will be grabbing the blue buff and going top. Looks like Katarina will be jumped on here mid. Missed by the Maokai, but I do believe they will have enough damage to finish this off. Though no, Jax does come in here and does some major work on Maokai, but here comes Irelia. Will Irelia get the kill off? She does jump into tower range and gets that kill. She will tank the tower for a little bit, and Jax will be dead here. But will he get a counter kill in return? No, Irelia should have just enough. No! That last tower hit damage being exactly enough to kill her. But that was a 2-for-1 exchange, and this Katarina still has nothing going for her at this point in time. She has a lot of kills, but no real farm, and Diana has about equal in kills. Diana is going for the Haunting Guise build. Katarina is going for, I believe she was trying to rush a Death Cap, thinking she's going to have a great early game. But she did not have the early game she expected, as Diana's put a lot of pressure on her. Lee Sin is fighting down here, but misses the kick. The kick should have knocked him back, but did not get the chance. Sivir pops her ultimate, and the mid tower does go down for the second tower of the game by the red team. Top tower was taken down by Cho'Gath, and it looks like Maokai just overstayed his welcome in the middle. Right now, it looks like Lee Sin wants to try something down bottom, but he just can't land his Q. It looks like Katarina and Jax are coming down here. They should be seen down here, and this will be a rather easy dive, as Katarina should pick up both of these, though Taric does steal one of them in the end. It is a 2-for-none exchange. and the second tower taken by the blue team. They have extended that lead up to 3,000 gold, where it was in the very beginning of this game. And the big problem right now is Cho'Gath is getting really big, and Cho'Gath is getting really big. He's going to be an absolute terror in these fights, and he should keep this front line very safe. And he should also be able to initiate these fights. Looks like Jax does get that dragon, and Diana will pay for it, trying to get in there and get the kill on Jax. I don't believe she will get it, as she ignited a little bit too early. She should have saved the ignite, knowing that Jax would flash away as soon as he got low. Looks like Maokai is coming in here, but there are still 4 or 5 players down for the blue team, and he will not be able to do a lot. Irelia will get a good shot at this top tower if she chooses to take it. Looks like Maokai has come down bottom, and Maokai will land a twisted advance, but it looks like Lee Sin's trying to get this kill on Katarina and will get the kill. Down bottom, Twitch and Taric are getting very low. The heal just keeping Taric alive, but he will die under tower. And Twitch will not be able to get this kill thanks to the nice flash away at the last second. Here comes Jax, and he should get this easy kill on Maokai. Maokai trying to flash over the wall, but Jax landing just enough damage. Score is 16-13 in favor of the blue team. It is a 3,500 gold lead. And the blue team has just had control of this game the entire time. The red team almost came back with several nice kills on Diana, but at this point Diana just isn't getting the kills. She's trying a little too hard for kills, I should say. She's really just attacking and getting close, but several times they flashed or shumpoed away at the last second, and then she paid the price for it. Diana will be grabbing blue up here, and looks like there might be a middle push by the blue team, as Sivir and Taric have rotated into the middle. Irelia will be grabbing this red buff up top. She has just completed her Phage and Sheen. Looks like there will be a nice big team fight in the middle as Diana pulls Jax back in. Jax does do some decent damage. Maokai with twisted advance, and they are all fighting on that ultimate. Maokai will go down here in a moment, but Katarina flashes away just in time. Looks like Taric does go down as well, and it is a 2-for-1 exchange. The tower was not taken. Looks like Lee Sin is trying to get onto this Katarina, but Katarina just jumps over to the blue buff in the end. Twitch does throw his poison off, and it hits Sivir, but they are not in range. Diana does jump in and get the kill, but she will pay for it, taking a hit on the tower. Katarina will go down as well. A nice kick by Lee Sin, finishing him off as the shield saves Twitch from the ignite. And that is a 2-for-2 exchange, though probably worth it for the red team considering Katarina was doing fairly well, and so was Sivir. Twitch desperately needs to pick up some attack damage at this point, with him sitting only on a Zeal and double Doran's Blades. He has another 600 or so to go for that BF sword and some real damage. Sivir is up significantly on that Twitch. And Cho'Gath is the second highest forward next to Katarina, considering all Katarina's kills. Cho'Gath is going for some kind of weird sort of build. It looks like he's going for an Abyssal Scepter, going kind of AP tank hybrid, as he has picked up the Warden's Mail and going for Random's Omen and the negative magic resist build. Right now we see Sivir going for the Infinity Edge, but Maokai will be caught up top. I don't think he's going to get away from this if Taric gets in range for the stun. Yes, Taric does get in range for the stun. Knock-up rupture by Cho'Gath and a big feast. Looks like Lee Sin is hitting on Sivir pretty hard down bottom, or in the middle. And Sivir will just back away, realizing that, or Lee Sin will back away, considering Katarina was on her way. Looks like Lee Sin is going to jump on this Jax. I'm not sure that's the best idea, as Taric, Katarina, and Sivir are all right here. This will be a big team fight. Looks like Irelia was taken down rather quickly, but this Katarina has snowballed and will live, getting that quadra kill, picking up every single person in that fight, and she is absolutely on fire, sitting at 13, 6, and 5. With the Haunting Guys, Death Cap, and Sorcerer's Shoes, she probably can get something big after picking up those 4 kills. It looks like Maokai might go down here in the middle, trying to get a kill onto Taric. He does, but he will pay for it with his own life. Jax will not go down here. He does have enough health to survive that last few tower hits. And the blue team is in complete control at this point. Katarina is ridiculous. They shouldn't have traded those kills, even though it seemed like a good idea at the time because Katarina was not getting farm. The problem is none of the other lanes got a whole lot of farm either. As we're sitting at the 18-minute mark, and only one person has broken the 100 CS, and that being Cho'Gath, who was just set up top and farmed and bullied this Irelia around. Irelia does not even have her Trinity Force at this point, and she really needs that to do something. Looks like Katarina is trying to come here and stalk Twitch. Will she be able to get on him? No. Looks like Lee Sin does see her. Will he land his abilities? No. Cho'Gath is sitting here waiting. Cho'Gath does not want to fight Diana at this point, so they both just back away. At this point, Twitch really just needs to get some damage. If he can get an Infinity Edge and finish off his Phantom Dancer, they have a chance in these team fights, because his ultimate will just completely wreck as it hits every single one in the enemy team. Looks like Maokai is coming up here trying to land on Sivir, but Sivir just backs away and they continue clearing waves. The red team just not having a good way to farm outside their base at this point in time. Looks like both teams have pinged Dragon and they are going to see a little fight for it, but I don't think the red team wants this. Katarina, Jax, and Sivir are sitting here ready and waiting. And this should be a rather quick Dragon. Sivir has picked up her Infinity Edge at this point. Maokai is trying to come in here and steal it, but Jax will smite it away, and Maokai will get jumped on here. Nothing he could really do. He just got a little too greedy. Katarina coming in here, getting Lee Sin very low. Jax does come up here and try and get the kill, but he will land the stun on Diana, meaning Diana does go down, and this should be an easy tower as Katarina is just jumping all over the place, resetting every time she can, and that should be good game as Katarina has snowballed something crazy. She is sitting at 15, 6, and 7. That Katarina just jumping all the way around the map and doing really wonderful work. I mean, she only had 66 CS, but all those kills are making up for it. And the fact that none of the other lanes farmed that well. Because Diana didn't farm minions that well. She's only up 20 or so at this point, when she should have had a major advantage in that mid game. Looks like Maokai will find Sivir off here in the jungle, and that will be an easy kill. With someone like Lee Sin or Twitch picking it up. No, or Diana. Diana did find her first, but Lee Sin jumps in there to steal the kill, getting that shut down. Sivir has completed her Zeal at this point. Abyssal Scepter, Warden's Mail, and Kage's Lucky Pick on Cho'Gath. Katarina is going for the Rylai's Crystal Scepter, almost there. Just needing the combined cost to finish it off. Taric has gone for the triple gold per 10 root. Jax picking up a Sunfire Cape, Heart of Gold, and Casual Negatron Cloak. Looks like Jax is jumping here on Irelia and will be forced back. Or maybe not. Jax decides to go for it, hoping that this bait by Diana works, but it is not looking promising as Irelia does get the stun onto Katarina, but Diana gets stunned as well, and they are forced back. If Maokai can get a Twisted Advance on someone, he should be just fine. It looks like he does flash over the wall and Twisted Advance right on top. Looks like Twitch grabbed the bottom tower while that was happening, and Katarina somehow gets away from that. It looks like Maokai just did not have the damage at this point. Looks like Twitch is coming up here, and Twitch will not fight Jax. Looks like Lee Sin is in some trouble down here as he's forced to jump away to a ward. And he will be okay, but trading Diana for no one is not a good trade. The red team is up 9,000 gold at this point in time, and it looks like they will be taking this middle turret. I don't see anything that can really stop them, as Cho'Gath can just tank up this turret. He has completed his random Omen and is really tanky. It looks like Taric decides to pull aggro, and Riven just gets feasted upon by Cho'Gath. She does not have any defenses at this point, not even completing her tier 2 boots. And it looks like Cho'Gath is taking some pretty decent damage from Twitch. But here comes Katarina and Diana, the AP carries, coming in. Will they be able to do anything in this fight? As the blue team really wants to get this turret and inhibitor. Looks like Diana does get stunned up and takes a fair bit of harass damage. Katarina has completed a Rylai's Crystal Scepter. And looks like Maokai will twist advance in here on Katarina. Decent tries to get something done, but just gets knocked up by the Cho'Gath, and that is a 2-for-none exchange with Jax barely living. Katarina still diving the base. Katarina will get away just fine as a nice rupture lands from Cho'Gath, and that is just ridiculous. Katarina has free reign, and there are no real CCs to stop her because she doesn't rely on her ultimate as much as she used to. Every time she jumps in, it seems like all the CCs either miss or just aren't used on her for some weird reason. The final score is 35-9, with the blue team taking a rather decisive lead in the early game. They almost lost it, but then came back as Katarina snowballed to victory. Come on, stats. There we go. We do see Katarina with 19, 6, and 7, absolutely carrying that game. As soon as she got a few kills, she just snowballed incredibly hard. There were several fights in that mid game where Katarina just got killed at her turret by the Diana Maokai combination, but she did not get it put down far enough, as she was constantly trading her life for someone else's, despite the fact that Diana and Maokai were tower diving. Thank you for watching Games Cast by PanderNyrl. If you wish to see more, follow my YouTube and Twitch pages below.